Hello friends, as we discussed in the last video, IUPAC nomenclature. IUPAC nomenclature divided into three parts. One is what root word or a word root, second one is what a suffix, third one is what a prefix. Word root indicate what parent chain, the parent chain of the given molecule or a compound, that is indicate what parent chain. After that suffix, the suffix, in suffix can determine if functional groups are there. If functional groups are there, in that time we are going to apply the suffix. Functional group may be COH, CHO, CO, OH, carbon-carbon double bond, carbon-carbon triple bond. Other functional group NH2 is also there. Okay, after that last one is what prefix is there. The prefix, just see here, if the parent chain containing functional group as well as what some of the other 2 to 3 functional groups are there, that time you are very difficult to naming. That time we are going to apply the what prefix. That time indicate what the CH3 group, C2H5, for example NO2, Cl2, all are indicate what substituent group. Those substituent groups will not come under a parent chain, that is bear in mind. Totally 3 parts are there. In this case, these three parts we are going to apply in a series. The first one is what you have to write suffix. After that you have to apply root word, after that you have to apply prefix. That is most important point. Okay, just see here, in this case important one is what, first you have to write suffix, you have to write, this is most important, plus after that you have to write what root word, you have to write, after that you have to write what prefix, after that you have to write what prefix. This is important point, bear in mind. Okay, first in this case suffix compulsory we know, means suffix means what, first we have to write functional groups. If in the parent chain containing functional group, first we should mention the suffix. After that we are going to apply a root word. The root word indicate what parent chain, how many carbons are there in a parent chain, that is we are going to write, means 3 carbons are there, 4 carbons are there, we have to check and write. After that next one is what prefix. In this case what suffix, functional group is there, root word is there. In this case these two means what, some of the groups are not going to mention in these 2 cases, that time we are going to apply the prefix. That prefix may be what, methyl, ethyl, propyl, etc. Okay, this is bear in mind, suffix plus root word plus what prefix. This is called what, series of apply like this. Okay, next today we are going to discuss the continue part, that is called what, some of the general rules are there, naming for the organic compound, general rules. Totally we are going to discuss 9 rule are there, but in this case first rule, the first rule is what, longest chain rule. The first rule, rule number 1, that is what, longest chain rule. Just here, if the if the compound or a molecule containing what, how many carbon atoms we are going to select. If the compound containing 5 carbon we have to select, that is indicate what, longest. According to a carbon chain is selected which contains the maximum number of carbon atoms, maximum number of carbon atoms, that is we are going to select. I will give example, don't add these things, just you have to remember what is the longest chain rule. You have to bear in mind, we have to select a maximum number of carbon chain, that is enough. Okay, first example, methane is there, how many carbons are there in methane, only 1 carbon, that is why in this case we are going to write a methane. This methane is a IUPAC nomenclature. Just see here, this myth is indicate what, root word, this n is indicate what, suffix is there. In this case what, this one is totally indicate what, IUPAC nomenclature is, this one is what, methane. This n is indicate carbon carbon single bond is there, no, that is why in this case only 1 carbon is there, no, that is why in this case we are going to write a an suffix. Just see here, CH3, this is what, make it correction, this is what, CH3, how many carbons are there, total 2 carbons are there, no, what is the name of this one, ethane, this is what, ethane. Just see here, this is what, eth is indicate what, root word. After that an is indicate what, suffix, an is indicate what, suffix. Okay, eth plus ane. Okay, next after that, just see here, next one example is there, I am going to write this 1, 2, 3, this is one naming. I am going to write same compound. Okay, I am going to write here a same compound one more time. Just see, CH3 is there, next one is what, CH2, next in this case what, CH3, next this is what, CH3, make it CH. Okay, just here I am going to take this is carbon number 1, this is 2, this is 3, this method is also right. I am going to take in this case just here, this is carbon number 1, carbon number 2, this is carbon number 3, comparison between these two. This example and this one both are same. How many carbons are there? 4. In this case how many carbons are there? 4. There is no doubt about a carbon, number of hydrogens also same, but numbering is different. Just here 1, 2, 3, this is also right. 1, 2, 3, this is also right. This one is indicate what? The longest carbon chain. According to rule 1, this one is indicate what? Longest carbon chain. Now tell me what is the IUPAC nomenclature of this given compound. Just here, this is 1, 2, 3. I am going to select this is act as a longest carbon chain. Okay. Yes. Next, in this case, I am going to select which is the longest carbon chain. Just here, this one is indicate what? Longest carbon chain. 3 carbon, in this case also 3 carbon. What is the IUPAC nomenclature? This CH3 group is act as a substituent. Very important point. This CH3 group act as a what? Substituent group. I am going to write here. This is act as a what? Substituent group. This is act as a what? Substituent group. Okay. That's why the IUPAC nomenclature for this one 2-methyl. First we are going to write a what? Substituent group. Okay. That's why in this case 2-methyl propane. 2-methyl propane is indicate what? IUPAC nomenclature. I am going to write here only. Okay. 2-methyl propane. 2-methyl propane is the what? IUPAC nomenclature. Now tell me what is the IUPAC nomenclature of this one? 1, 2, 3. This is also same. 2-methyl propane only, 2-methyl propane only, but in this case the number of carbon atoms are same, there is no problem. If the number of carbon atoms are different, that time we are going to change the rule. Just here, in this case I am going to write like this, I am going to change this one, I am going to make this one is CH2, after that what? CH3. Okay, right. Next, this is what? CH3 is there, this CH2, next one is what? CH2. In this case also same, we are going to get a how many carbons? 1, 2, 3, 4 are there. In this 1, 2, 3, 4, both in both of the cases what? Number of carbon atoms are same, there is no doubt at all. Okay, now you have to write the IUPAC nomenclature same. 1, this is 2, 3, 4, this is one is indicate what? 4. 2-methyl butane is a IUPAC nomenclature. This one is indicate what? Longest carbon chain. Otherwise, if you are going to select like this also same, no problem. If you are going to select this one, that time also this is carbon number 1, this is 2. Don't come from this side 1, 2, 3, this is called 4. Don't count that one because of the rule 2 is going to fail. Okay, what is rule 2? We are going to study right now. Okay, this is what one example is there for what? Longest carbon chain. Okay, I will give next class more number of examples. Second we are going to discuss about what? Rule 2. This is the lowest sum rule. This is most important. Why we are not going to write like this 1, 2, 3? This is the wrong method. Because of this 3 position is having a what? Substituent group. This lowest sum rule is going to fail. That's why. What is the lowest sum rule? According to lowest sum rule, the parent chain is numbered in such a way as to get the minimum number of substituent group. The substituent group is going to get a minimum number. Just here, this is what substituent group is there, no? Okay, like this. You have to consider this one 1, 2, 3, 4. This substituent group numbering is what? 2. This carbon is 2 is there, no? At the carbon 2 substituent group is attached, no problem. If I am going to write like this, I am going to write here 1. This is what? 1 I am going to write. Next, this is what? 2. This is what? 3. This is what? 4. In this case, this substituent group going to get what? Carbon number 3. This carbon number 3 is the highest, carbon number 2 is what? Lowest. The number 2 is low compared to number 3. That is why in this case, according to this definition or a meaning of this lowest sum rule, in this case in a parent chain, this is what? Parent chain, the number of in a parent chain in such a way that the number of substituent group going to get a less. Okay, that is what most important point. Next, if more than one substituent groups, apply the locant rule. What is locant rule? We are going to study right now. Okay, just see here. I am going to remove this one. In this case, important point is what? Locant rule is a most important point. Okay, just here. In this case, according to locant rule, I am going to write a numbering here. Numbering 1. This is a 2, 3, 4. You have to write like this. Don't start from here. Don't start from here. I am going to write here 1. I am going to take same example. Okay, just here. CH3, CH2. Next one is what? CH, next one is what? CH3. This is what? CH3. Now you have to check both of the examples are same, no? Okay, that is why I start from here, first example. Okay, next this is what I am going to start from here 1, 2, 3, 4. Now tell me which is right? The first one is right. This is what? Wrong. This one is right. This one is wrong. Question, why first one is right, why not second one? Just here, according to locant rule. In this case, what the substituent group? Just here. This is act as a substituent group. This is act as a substituent group. Means I am going to select like this, no? That is why this is act as a substituent group. If you are going to select like this, just here, like this. This is act as a substituent group, no problem. Just here, what is IUPAC nomenclature? This is 2-methyl butane. I am going to write here IUPAC nomenclature, that is 2-methyl butane. 2-methyl butane is a IUPAC nomenclature. Just here, in this case, this 1, 2, 3, this third position is going to get a substituent group. No, that is why what is IUPAC nomenclature for this one? 3-methyl butane. 3-methyl butane. 3-methyl butane. 3-methyl butane is a wrong. This is what? Right. Because according to lowest sum rule or a locant, the locant, what is the meaning of this locant? Locant means what? Specify the position of the substituent group. I repeat, what is the meaning of this locant? The locant means specify the position of the substituent group, that is indicate what? Locant rule. This in this case, this substituent group is going to get a number 2. This substituent group is going to get a number 3. Don't write higher number, you have to write only what? Lowest number. Okay, I am going to consider one example is there, that is you will come to know. Okay, what exactly? This is what? CH3 is there. CH, CH3, CH2, CH2. Next one is what? I am going to take a 2 better. Okay, in this case I am going to write CH3. This is what? CH3. One example. Okay. Next, another example is there. Same example, CH3, CH, CH3, CH2, CH. This is what? CH3. Next, this is what? CH3. Now tell me, I am going to start from here. I think both the carbon atoms same, no? Like this. I am going to change the number of carbon atoms better. Okay, I am going to make this is CH2. I am going to write like this. Okay. In this case also I am going to make a CH2. And next in this case, what I am going to write a CH3. Okay, I am going to remove this one. Just I am going to change this slightly. Okay, just here CH2 is there. I am going to write here CH3. Now tell me. Okay, right? These two are what? Different example. But you have to count the number of carbon atoms and number of hydrogen atom, both are same in this case. Okay, just here. I am going to start from here. This is 1, 2. Okay, next after that this is 3, 4, 5. This is what? 6. Okay, this is what numbering. You have to number in this way. 1, 2. This is also right. 3, 4, 5. Next, I am going to write numbering from here. 1. I am going to change the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many carbons are there? 6. How many carbons are there? 6. Numbering must be same, no? That is why just here in this case. According to lowest sum rule, locant means I told locant specify the position of the substituent group. Just here, this is second position is going to get a substituent group. Fifth position is going to get a substituent group. Make it add 2 plus 5. Here 2 is there, no? Here 5 is there. Make it add. In this case, we are going to get a 7 number. Just here, in this case, this 2 is there. In this case, also what? 5 is there. Numbering will come same, no? My plan is going to change the numbering. My plan is going to change the numbering means, in this case, I am going to change the number of carbon atoms. Better I am going to write here. Okay, my plan is going to change. This is what CH2, I am going to make a here I am going to make a CH3, this is I am going to write CH3. Now tell me this 6 and this is what 7. Just here in this case this is going to get a 3, this is going to get a 6, means what in this case 6 plus 3 we are going to get a what 9 is there, no. Okay, this is what another. In this case we have to count like this. In this case we have to count the sum of the locant rule. If the same example is there, the lowest locant rule is going to apply. Now tell me what is IUPAC nomenclature for this one. In this case 2 is there, in this case 5 is there. 2, 5 dimethyl, this is what hexane is a IUPAC nomenclature. Just here in this case what happened, 1, 2, 3 is there, no, this 4, 5, 6, 7. But in this case what happened, this substituent group going to get a highest number. Do not consider this one, you have to start from here. This is a 1, this is a 2, this is a 3, 4, 5, 6, this is what 7. First you have to count 6 plus 3 equal to 9. In this way you have to count the number of lowest sum rule. This is what 2, going to get this one is what 2, this is going to get a 5, 5 plus 2 equal to what 7. This order is right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, this order is right, this order is what wrong, because of in this case what sum of the locant rule is going to number is very high, 9 is there, but this is what 7 is there. You have to select lowest sum rule. According to this one we are going to select what lowest sum rule. Now tell me what is the IUPAC nomenclature of this one. 2, here is 5, 2, 5 dimethyl heptane is a what IUPAC nomenclature. I repeat one more time, 2, 5 dimethyl heptane. Okay friends, next part we will study next video. Thank you.